It says like this. Shaul HaMelech was the first king in the Jewish people. How many mistakes did he make?
One.
The Gemara says Shaul ve'achat ve'alta lo. He lost his position. One mistake. Bye. What happened?
Big mistake.
David HaMelech made more than one mistake, and nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to David HaMelech. They left him. They said, Adar Baruch, David Avdi. David's my servant, David I love. What's going on over here? Why Shaul, one mistake, they put him off, whereas David HaMelech, he made more than one mistake, if we could say such, and nothing happened. Who has a good answer?
Levels?
So in truth, in levels, we cannot say levels, because Shaul, well, yeah, you're saying the truth actually. I want to redefine levels. You see, the nature of Shaul and the nature of David were two different natures. Shaul HaMelech, his Yetzer Hara didn't bother him so much. He was Mishichmo V'mala. He was tzaddik misodo, from his building. From the building blocks inside of him, he was tzaddik. He didn't have the Yetzer Hara to drive him to do crazy things. He was straight with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He was Mashiach Hashem, the anointed one for God. He was perfect, Shaul HaMelech. Perfect. He made one mistake, God said, you're done. Have a good day. Why? Because I expect you perfection. David HaMelech, he had a Yetzer Hara that would battle him every single moment of his life. It didn't let up. It bothered him here. He went to work, his Yetzer Hara is bothering him. He came home, his Yetzer Hara is bothering him. Came to synagogue, Yetzer Hara is bothering him. Whatever he did, Yetzer Hara is bothering him. How do I know? The Gemara says, you see me and you today, we came to synagogue. We're very lucky we came to synagogue. David HaMelech, to come to synagogue, he had to wake up in the morning. He's like, all right, I'm going to go today to, I don't know what's a good community over there. Over there, Long Island, I'm going to buy not Long Island, Chas v'shalom. I'm going to go, no offense to anybody in Long Island. We welcome you back to Queens. But no, over there, 5 towns, let's say 5 towns. David HaMelech's like, okay, today I'm going to buy a house in 5 towns. He gets up in the morning, he runs in the shower, he takes care of what he needs to take care of. He walks out of the house, he gets into his whatever car he was driving at the time, and he runs to the synagogue. I don't understand. He said, you want to go and put an offer on the property, or you wanted to buy a new plot of land, you wanted to start a new business, you wanted to do something, and he ran to the synagogue. He understood his Yetzer Hara would never ever let him get out of the house to go to synagogue. When you go with a barba all day, every day. I thought about my way. I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. And I took my legs and eidotecha, to your testimonies, to your Torah. So you're right, David HaMelech made a mistake. Beseder. But you know what Hashem says? You're right, you made a mistake. It's not about being perfect. It's about, did you give an effort? You went down, but you went down fighting. You didn't just go down. I agree with you, David, you messed up maybe. But since you gave it your koach, you gave it your power, you gave it your effort, Hashem says, I'm with you, you're not going to lose. Why? Because it's the effort that counts. So next time you see another guy, and one guy told me, I remember 2 years, more than 2 years, it's been a long time, maybe 5 years ago, one of my students says, I'm jealous of such and such a person. Why? He says, he has no Yetzer Hara, he tells me. That's what the guy tells me. And he's right. The second guy today is learning to be a rabbi. If he sees this, he's not going to know who I'm talking about, because he doesn't know that's what was said about him. But one guy says about another guy, I'm jealous of him. Why? He has no Yetzer Hara. Shaharit, no problem. Minha, no problem. Arvit, no problem. He doesn't have problems with girls. He doesn't have problem here. He's the right way. He doesn't have Yetzer Hara. He says, but me, I have Yetzer Hara temidin kisidran. It just doesn't leave me alone. I want to eat here. I want to go there. I want to watch this. All these Yetzer Hara is bothering him. So what do you say to such a person? You say to him, no. You think you bad because of your Yetzer Hara. You're not bad. Na'barot. In Shamayim, you can be worth much more than him. Why? He's always being bothered, and he's always saying, no, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. I don't want to do this. Zelo bishvili. I'm a Yehudi. I'm a Jew. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be proper. He fights the fight. Hashem says, you could be greater than the tzaddik. Why? Because you fighting against the Yetzer Hara. Another guy, if Robert Kalantarov gets up 6 o'clock in the morning to learn Gemara, it doesn't impress me. Why? He doesn't have Yetzer Hara like me. I have Yetzer Hara. He bothers me. 6 o'clock. What do you mean? You're going to be tired all day. Go back to sleep. You didn't rest yet. It bothers you, right? Rab doesn't have Yetzer Hara. You could get up early. Let's go. I'm ready. So the point is that when Hashem judges a person, He's always looking at how much effort did you give? How much koach did you give? You failed. Beseder. There's no person without failure. You know what makes you a tzaddik? Sheva yipol tzaddik. V'kam. He gets up. He messed up, but he gets back up. He gets on his 2 feet. And I'll tell you guys something I said maybe 6 months ago, and we'll finish with this. There was a boxer. I heard this from Rabbi Schaefer. There was a boxer. What was his name? Muhammad Ali. Yeah. He was a famous boxer. He became champion. I never saw him. I don't know what he looks like, but he's a world champion. Yeah. And so, they took an interview after the fight. He was fighting some guy. I don't know, maybe some Frazier. He was fighting with him. And in the end, he wins. Wow. What an interview they took from him. They said, let me ask you a question. From what they say he knocked you down. You were out. Yeah. And you were 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you got back up. Why it took so long to get back up? He said, I want to tell you something. I'll teach you a lesson. He says, what? He said, when they train us in boxing, it's almost impossible to get knocked out. Why? They train you so good, it's almost impossible. He says, so what do you mean we see everybody getting knocked out? He says, most guys, they don't get up, not because they're knocked out. They don't get up because they're scared to take another beating. They don't want to take another beating. He says, you know what makes you a champion? You took a beating, you get back up. You took a beating again you get back up. What makes you a champion is you're able to get back up. And same thing with us. You're right, the Yetzer Hara bothers you. One guy with his parnasa, one guy with his shalom, one guy with his kids, one guy with I don't know what. Everybody has their Yetzer Hara. Their own mishugas that distracts them from Hashem's service. But you know what makes you a man? What makes you a man is you get back up. You say, Hashem, you know what, yesterday, you're right, I could have been a little better. I should have been a little better. I messed up. You know what, Hashem, I'm getting back into it. But I failed 100 times already. No, Hashem, you know what, my name is Michael. I'm 101. If I failed 100, I'm going to try again. Why 101? I'm going to get another chance. Why? Because I want to be good for you, Hashem. We have the holiday of Shavuot coming up. Let us embrace this holiday. Let us get ready for this holiday. Let us prepare for the holiday. And what greater way than with Divrei Torah? Let us all establish these healthy habits with our families, with ourselves, to learn Hashem's Torah, to make sure that our kids are in good Jewish schools. That's for all those watching. And Hashem should bless everybody. Amen. 1 second. At this time, we will announce, let Mr. Sofiev say a few words, and with that we'll say a Kaddish. Just a few moments.